At the age of 14, the Disney Channel original series, Even Stevens. He was now a Disney Channel star. You'd see his face every time you turned on the TV if you were a child, and he did some funny stuff. Like LOL. And Shia LaBeouf even won a daytime Emmy for his performance. Shia was great as the wacky little brother who did wacky little things. He was a scene stealer. He stole every scene and left every scene messy, usually. The world fell in love with that goofball attitude and that curly hair and those huge nostrils. Look at those nostrils, look at those things. There was lots of ad-libbing and playing around, just being silly all day on set. Even though his personal life wasn't exactly happy at that time, but we had to wait for Honey Boy to learn that. And we'll get to that, I promise. After a few very successful years at Even Stevens, he was ready to move on, but still stay in the Disney bubble, while continuing to work with Mickey Mouse, he starred in The Horrors. This was Shia LaBeouf's first big test to see if he could lead a major motion picture. This interesting film was based upon a popular children's book. Did you read it? I tried. I didn't finish it, because they made a movie, and I just watched that. At this time, Shia LaBeouf was being described as a young Tom Hanks meets Dustin Hoffman meets Gene Wilder. That's a great compliment. Then there was Dumb and Dumber when Harry met Lloyd. He had to improvise in this prequel, so that's fun, but it's horrible. It's not good. It's not good at all. It's not very funny. Luckily, his role is small enough that this horrible movie didn't ruin his career. Because it could have. It's that bad. Then he had some strong supporting roles in some big budget action movies, like iRobot and Constantine. Will Smith and Keanu became his movie star mentors. He then participated in Project Greenlight, an HBO reality show by Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, where they give some guy a chance to make his movie. And that movie was The Battle of Shaker Heights. He took German lessons and learned to drive stick shift for the film. Early signs of method acting. I haven't seen it, but I heard it's good. I tried out, and Matt Damon and Ben Affleck did not like my script because I didn't finish it and I didn't send it to him. He then played the greatest game ever played in the movie, The Greatest Game Ever Played. Apparently that game is golf. He considers this golf movie a nice transitional film for him as a leading man, now making adult movies. Well, not adult movies. That's later in his career. He watched a lot of golf films and said that most of them are fake and boring, so he wanted to make sure that his swing was accurate, unlike Matt Damon and that damn Badger Dance. Then there was A Guide to Recognizing Your Sins. It's the filmmaker's autobiographical tale, and Shia plays a young version of Robert Downey Jr.'s character. At first, the director did not want Shia. Because of all that Disney Channel celebrity baggage, he had absolutely no faith in Shia's acting skills. But after pleading for a second audition, Shia impressed everyone by punching a hole in the wall, thus showing that the silly guy could channel some anger. Then he joined the ensemble cast of Bobby. His character trips on LSD with Ashton Kutcher in the Ambassador Hotel the night RFK is shot. Here's a fun fact, this is Shia's first nude scene. This film was directed by Emilio Estevez, of all people, and I haven't seen it since it came out, but I remember every friggin' scene feeling like a climax. It's like so intense, every character and every scene is having an emotional breakdown or epiphany or just something major, some reason to give a powerful monologue in every single scene. And most of the drama is not even related to the assassination of Bobby Kennedy. It's just, I don't want to think of this movie. This is either the best movie ever made or the worst movie ever made. I can't decide. You decide. Comment your comments in the comments. 2007 was a busy year for Shia. He lent his voice to the movie Surf's Up, the animated Penguin movie, and one that's not Happy Feet. And that same year, he showed everyone that he could carry a major motion picture all by himself. In the film, Disturbia, produced by Steven Spielberg, for director DJ Caruso. It's a very loose remake of the Hitchcock classic Rear Window, except this time, James Stewart and Shia LaBeouf. And you know Shia, the method actor, he did a lot of research for the role. He spoke a great deal with real house arrest detainees. He was cast in this teen thriller because Steven Spielberg's daughter was a big Steven fan. It's pretty good for what it is. I like it. Disturbia. He only had 2 days off between filming Disturbia and his next project, Transformer. He blew everyone's mind. I guess. I'm more of a Beast Wars guy, but I remember the hype for this film was crazy, and I was so happy and so proud to see Shia take on a major action sci-fi adventure. I was like, Michael Bay plus robots divided by the square root of Shia LaBeouf? I like that equation, and I hate math, because I'm not good at it. I was so excited for this film, I thought it was going to be awesome, and for the most part, it was. He's got its major flaws. But overall, Shia LaBeouf, he's got his major flaws, but overall, he's great. Most people only remember Shia just saying no over and over. No. I actually really like when Shia says no. It just makes me feel good. And I love when that's referenced in Honey Boy. Shia then joined another mega franchise produced by Spielberg and directed this time, Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. It's pretty much the worst thing ever made, and Shia agrees. It is the bridge, that CGI monkey with the 50 Shia hair. It's awful. I love Indiana Jones. I have dressed up as him on multiple Halloweens, so I really tried to like this movie. I walked out of the theater saying to myself over and over, it was good, just lying to myself. But no, I cannot do such a thing. I must be true to myself, like Shia LaBeouf has taught me. It's a horrible movie, horrible in every single way. Name a redeeming quality, go. You can't. Some people compare Shia's Mutt character to Jar Jar Binks, which I think is a little harsh, but yeah. Crystal Skull marked the end of Shia's relationship with Spielberg. He actually started some beef and dissed the legendary director, saying that Spielberg himself admitted that sometimes you gotta make films, and sometimes you gotta sell cars. Shia was very disappointed at Spielberg's selling out mindset. He saw Steven as not being the true artist that Shia believed him to be. This scene Steven Spielberg never gave him a career, just singing. I loved him in New York, I Love You. This is one of those love story anthology films, featuring many different films all set in the same city, with the common theme of love. Shia shows off his range and skills, and he puts on a believable accent and look. Then came Eagle Eye, from director DJ Caruso. Again, Disturbia dude. This is another loose remake from another Hitchcock classic, North by Northwest. So filmmaker DJ Caruso really specializes in one particular thing. Loose Hitchcock remake starring Shia LaBeouf. And Eagle Eye is pretty cool. They say Shia did most of his own stunts. But filmmakers worked closely with a retired government agent to get all the gizmos and gadgets right. And while promoting the film, Shia accidentally exposed some FBI secrets. Like Shia LaBeouf did before Edward Snowden. He told everyone the government spying on him. And even Jay Leno was speechless. Even Jay Leno.
2 years prior to joining freehand tattooing. That's
good. It was good.
I'd rather
hurt than tickle. Oh, you'd rather hurt than tickle. I mean, like that. No, you don't. I slap him.
Criminal trespassing at Walgreens while he was drunk as F. He was displaying some very strange behavior, plus many other public intoxicated moments. He even flipped his truck and fled the scene of an accident. Dude got a DUI, and he injured his hand, and this caused delays in Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen. Shia had fallen, and everyone was feeling his drunken revenge. He had become the new Charlie Sheen, in more ways than one, and starred in Oliver Stone's sequel, Wall Street: Money Never Sleeps. Shia, of course, went full method for this one, and it really paid off. With actual money, he earned his broker's license and started working with real-life Wall Street traders. He turned a $20,000 investment into over 400,000 buckaroos. But later, some of Shia's Wall Street buddies were arrested for illegal trading, so there's that. Then there was another Transformers movie called Transformers: Dark of the Moon. What can I say about it? It hasn't already been said. It's a Transformers movie. Shia LaBeouf is in it. It's the third one. Then came a great bootlegger flick called Lawless. Shia LaBeouf was intimidated by Tom Hardy, but he respected his intense approach. So Shia stepped up his game a notch and started drinking real moonshine to get the character, and he gained 40 pounds. Of course, this heavy drinking caused Shia to become aggressive and drove an actress to almost leave the film. Plus, Shia and Tom Hardy got into a fight on set. With them, macho ego on set, one of them was full of moonshine, but the result was a decent film. And Shia does regret getting actually drunk on the film, and admits that Tom Hardy staying sober resulted in a better performance. Sometimes you don't have to go full method. Sometimes, you could just act. Pretend. And around this time, Shia was showing the world that he was not just an actor. No. He was also a freestyle rapper. And he was featured on 5 Fingers of Death. He impressed Swag, who called him the #1 MC in Hollywood. He was spitting those lyrics, yo, and even had some beef with Soulja Boy. But I mean, who doesn't? But for a little bit, it almost seemed like Shia was going to become a name in hip-hop.
My life is like a highlight reel. Don't like me, check Twitter, how the zeitgeist feels. Sway Shape 45 is what I just killed.
In 2011, he directed Maniac, who film to Shia LaBeouf. It's a short documentary slasher film
really?
kid cutting and killing.
I've never watched Maniac.
Serial killers.
Oh, he's
it's a bit pretentious, and it's kind of a copycat grant like
I don't know what's happening.
It's still worth the effort. You can see